on the internet, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy R-A-Z, otherwise known as RozJ2003 on Insta. Right now, I've been working on my webtoon, which is called The Veil Walker of Valandor, and I'm trying to get you guys, some more information on everything and showing you, what it takes, I guess, in the creative process. Right now, as you see, I've got everything going on as far as like my blue line process. Just kind of showcasing that to you guys. It's kind of a little bit slow, but I'm going ahead and give y'all, I guess, a bit more of a bigger description when it comes to seeing everything. So I'm working on getting some more short form content and shit. So just bear with me, you know what I'm saying? It's first the mini. So right now we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Yeah, I'm back, guys. So far I'm trying to figure out, just everything. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to be figuring out, just drawing and the drawing process and just showing you guys a little bit more insight on it all. So I'll probably end up, just letting you know what it is I'm kind of going through so far, which I'm learning to try and figure out this whole blue line, black line drawing process, which takes a minute, mainly because when you're drawing that blue line, you want to make sure that you can get as many details as possible, because once you get to black line drawing, you take that blue line off, like you take that layer off, it sucks. So right now I'm just focusing pretty much on, trying to make sure that you guys get to see what kind of goes into this process. Even all the mess ups, screw ups, all of that is going to be just perfectly, clear. There's going to be no hiding from everything or things like that, because your boy doesn't know how to edit yet. So right now we're trying to just showcase what we're made of, let you know what goes into me dropping these comics. Pretty much my questions would be for you guys is, what are y'all interests? What are things that y'all have always wanted to do? What's something that I guess you could probably try to give me more feedback on? Of course, I would love for you guys to, read my comic and kind of, get a basis of what you guys think would be, the best idea moving forward. How could I, change things up in the comic? Because for sure I have a decent basis on what I want to do. It's just a matter of, what I think is in the best interest of my readers and the people who are interested. Because right now on Webtoon I have 111 readers, which I appreciate every single one of y'all. And I want to be able to try and get y'all onto more content that I'm going to be doing, so that way y'all not just sitting there being like, okay, well, he dropped the comic, but, you still can't sign up for the Fast Pass. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, like I said, we're going to give it to you guys raw and cut. So, right now, I'm just sketching and pretty much just trying to figure things out. But anybody that's a reader, that's an avid reader, or even that is doing comics themselves, that find themselves being a fan of my channel, I just want to let you guys know that, by any means, this is a safe space. You can come on here, you can let me know how you feel, give me your unbridled opinion, just as long as you keep it respectful, keep it appreciative of everyone, because realistically, we already live in a world where it's too much. We want to try and push positivity, push the Lord, that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do, is to try and be one of the Lord's soldiers in a world full of Satan's minions, So, it's kind of a little bit of just, trying to have faith in myself, have faith in the Lord, and just keep pushing, Of course, I do many other things, but one of my passions just so happens to be this, and I want to make sure I'm doing it for the right things, because if not, I'm doing it for ill-gotten gain or all that stuff. Everybody can pretty much mess themselves up. So, I'm probably gonna lock in, so I catch y'all on the flip.
I had to switch to show y'all a better view of everything. I'm gonna be getting, trying to get back into posting, and on top of that, being more consistently at it, putting it out on a few platforms. I might even bring back my TikTok or so. But I've been off, for a good few months lately. Haven't really been consistent. But for the last, I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 years now, I've been working on this comic and, just trying to make sure that I'm, putting my head down and getting the work done, as well as, me doing my other ventures as well. But which brings me to my next thing. The Veil Walker of Valendor, which is my comic, it follows a sophomore in Chicago Heights by the name of Octave Zalion, which is an extraordinary kid with a giant secret life that he left behind, but it's chasing him now and it's starting to catch up to him. While he's trying to live a normal life, and be a teenager, the only problem is he can't manage everything all at once. So he's too busy trying to grab all the chips out of the air, but he's not able to keep them all in one bag. So with that, he's starting to have, a little bit more trouble keeping his affairs in order. But this episode right now that I'm working on is highlighting that, and it's highlighting the dangers of everything. And also, will kind of be expounded a little bit more so in the future, when I do drop it. And, so right now I'm working on that and making sure that it releases, with a great, editing and all types of other things. But it's going to be releasing on Webtoon, of course. And I'm going to put a link in the description as well to make sure that you guys see that. But right now, I'm working on the car, doing everything just to try to show you guys like how much detail I try to put into this, especially with it being by myself. Like with me, everything I have to do is by myself. I'm also having to script write. I'm going to be, writing the whole comic, so like all of the dialogue and different things like that, as well as just laying the groundwork. And for me, this has been a brain baby ever since 2023. So I've been, just at different jobs and different things like that, trying to draw and put it together. And now it's starting to come to fruition a bit more. I have, I think, 111 readers right now. And, I want to say personally right now that I appreciate every single one of them. And this is me kind of giving them a thank you to them, showing them how I work on everything and all the time that I spend on all this stuff, and seeing, the little details and seeing why it looks the way it looks. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone is able to kind of get a glimpse into my headspace or see what it is that I'm thinking about when I draw these things or when I write these things, because everyone has a different way that they're thinking. Well, what did you do to make it look this way? Or why would you want to draw it that way? Or why is it not, set up to a way to where everything is perpendicular and has perfect lining and stuff like that? It's because nothing's perfect. And for me, I showcase that in everything that I do, and I want to make sure that I'm, putting in the right set of tools and the right set of colors, or just showcasing a different viewpoint from what everyone's seeing, because not everyone can be okay with seeing the fact that I'm, putting this out all on my own, or that I'm trying to pretty much build this thing up from scratch. And I'm going up against now way more established people. But, right now I'm working on the last little bit of the comic right here, as you can see. Gotta grab the 3D model and edit it and move it. But yeah, it's a whole thing. There's a bunch of stuff that you go through. You can go through Procreate, or you can use Clip Studio Paint, which I'm using both. I use Procreate to kind of figure out what it is that I do for the everyday things, like the little pictures here and there, like showcasing how my characters look before I start drawing them in comics. Clip Studio Paint is the other side to that. So that's me making sure that I'm able to use the 3D models, and I'm able to, export it over to Webtoon. That whole thing is just a crazy process, really. It's all glory to God when it comes to that. So I'm just extremely thankful to be able to do something like this. And, as you can see, I'm drawing the last little, I guess, part of the blue line drawing, and then it's going to be me going, on to doing black line and also coloring as well. As you see, I'm playing with the model and moving it around and stuff. But yeah, guys, don't be afraid to type in the comments. Let me know any tips and tricks, that I'm going to be able to learn, or that I should learn to kind of make the process a bit faster, because as you can see, I got a bunch of layers up. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing what's best for the entirety of it and try to continue to just, push forward. But it's been RAZ. See y'all later.